level. Then it is a situation where you have women who would say, just be honest with me, be honest with me. And then when you're honest, you lose their damn mind, excuse my French. So that's a whole nother thing, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't type of thing. So
first of all, ladies, we don't wake up in the morning saying, okay, I got to get 3 lies in today before noon. Your track record actually determines whether or not we can be honest and open with you. Your reaction dictates that. So you've already set the ground rules.
All right, you say, why does a man lie when you know the truth? Well, if he tells you the truth, what you gonna do with it? I mean, like the man said, if you already know the truth, just go ahead and confront him with that, so you can do one or two things. Because either you're gonna stay or you're gonna leave.
Yeah, and I'll answer the question really direct.
Okay.
I think it's risky. I mean, the men weigh the options. Yeah, men weigh out what the risk is. Why men lie. I think men also lie is that thing that we talked about last time is it a safe enough space to be totally honest and still be able to not lose everything that you fear of losing?
Yeah,
so
because sometimes depending on the situation, and you know you're wrong, okay, you're gonna lie. But at the same time, when you said maybe the other person can't handle this, it might be I ran into Rita the other day. Oh, you ran into Rita? What was that all about? No, I just ran into her. So what happened after you ran into her? What'd y'all do? I'm just letting you know I ran into Rita, you know, and it stems from that.
Yeah, it goes really deep.
And so I'm not going to mention running into Rita at all. And if I'm asked, when's the last time you saw Rita? Oh God, a couple of years.
Last time I told you.
Who? Rita who?
Right, Rita who?
Exactly.
Gerard, you want to answer that one?
Yes, ma'am. So my fellow Army vets can relate to the term I'm about to say. Risk assessment.
Risk assessment, baby.
You gotta gauge your temperature. And if that precedent isn't set from jump that I can be open with you, then I mean you're setting yourself up for failure, and you're gonna get what you're gonna get. And a lot of times, you know, I feel like men might skew the truth to save face. Honestly.
We want a woman that's secure with who she is and not get so caught up into what other woman looks like, her hair or her neck. I want a secure woman that's comfortable with who she is and her skin, and don't get caught up in if the women that's walking around, I mean, there are beautiful women everywhere.
Right.
And don't get uncomfortable because you see somebody that may look better than you think your man is looking at them. Not necessarily true. We love who you are, just be who you are.
It's just real simple. I need a woman who can accept me for who I am, no matter where I am and what I am at all times. But that's the thing that kept our marriage, because we never switched up on each other when it came to, she didn't have to be something that I was something else, and I didn't have to be something else. Whatever we presented that day, we were going to deal with it, and that's what we wanted. Nobody else came in front of me.
Seriously, Angela, we just want peace. I mean, we talked about this last time. But a grown, mature man, he just wants peace. And really, he's going to offer you peace. You know, he's going to, as they say, he's going to cover you. Like Andre was saying before, he's going to cover you. So,
bottom line, we were intimate with our mates and with people before the age of sex. I mean, what about holding hands? You know, let me carry your books. I just enjoy company. You know, let's just go walk. Let's just talk about whatever. So if you've blocked all that out and predicated your entire relationship on sex, yes, you're going to have a problem. But then you didn't have a real relationship to start with.
Right. Okay. I pray for Lisa every morning, even though she's asleep. I do a voice prayer on my way to work. So when she wakes up, she listens to it. And some of them she sings.
That's a good one, Dre. I like that. Yeah. I like that. That's good.
And it's something powerful about hearing your man pray over you.
Making a woman feel safe, and I don't mean just physically safe, I just mean safe in her person, safe in her confidence, safe in who she is, safe financially, safe health-wise, those things, just assuring her that, like Ron has been saying for men, offering a safe space. And I've had plenty of women tell me that's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If they don't feel safe, women go into a panic, and when they go into a panic, all hell break loose.
Yeah.
You know,
women need to understand. Let us love you.
Yeah.
Let us love you, and forget about that. I'm not, you know, you're not going to forget about that. That last relationship, excuse me, has nothing to do with this one. Okay, if we make the decision that we're going to try and build and grow, then let me love you my way. And I promise you, if you let me love you my way, that love will be the last issue you will ever have to face again on earth.
Women have to know themselves and love themselves and know what they want for themselves before they can ask for that from their man.
That's true.
So, you know, just because your friend is getting this and doing that, you might not intend.
Right.
You know, so what works for them, but we have to figure out what works for us.
I learned it over time, and as we changed as men, and it has changed. The role that men play, I think, is some things that are pretty common. Work hard, take care of the family, support. But our ability to show emotion, affection, and support has drastically changed from what my father did. So I had to grow into this new role of what I do, how often I do. My dad was intentional about paying bills and being home. That's totally changed. Linda looks more than me pay bills and be home. She wants me to be present. She wants me to have fun. She wants me to take vacations. She wants me to take care of myself. She wants to work out with me. She wants to laugh and watch TV. So I had to learn those things. So I say that you got to also give your man a chance to learn how to love you, how to do the things for you. And you may have to teach some of them that, because some of us didn't learn it.
Women, generally speaking, will forgive infidelity specifically 1 or 2 times. Are you willing to forgive a woman's infidelity even in a marriage?
That's a weird animal. You don't know it. You don't know it till you get to it. You don't know the answer to that. You can say yay or nay. You don't know. I just know we can't handle what we put out.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and say it. No. Okay, bottom line. And I've never been in that situation. I never want to be in that situation. And I'm saying no right now, simply because if I'm ever put in that situation, I don't know what direction I'm going to go in. Okay? And if I'm in a relationship, I should never have to worry about that.
Yeah, I'm with David. No, and history has proven that. So, you know, I know people want to dance around it. Reality is, Dre said it, we can't handle what we put out. So data shows that men can't. Now, you know, as Jamar said, if you're not married, or it's not a committed relationship, and it's like, okay, we belong to each other, then men do have this, you know, these things that they go out there and but when you get married and it's who you with, most men, 99% will say no. Now, we could dance around it all day, brothers. Most of us can't.
I think really it boils down to, it's almost like if a burglar goes into your house. That's why the man is like, you know, okay, nah, I'm not with this, because you've been inside my house.
Yeah, okay.
And it's a big psychological difference. You know,
that's when you realize there had been no forced entry. Okay,
right.
Exactly.
You ain't even break in.
Y'all some visual people. Y'all can.
I told you. I told you.
What you say?
We come from a visual world.
Yeah.
You know, like a lot of time I say this. It don't take a man long to do nothing. We gonna do. We gonna do it. We gonna do it. And we know if you're the one. You. I'll just say this. You know he's the one or she's the one when you can trust them with your guts.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing I would say to the ladies is there should be no secrets. Don't come into a situation as a bone collector. Get those skeletons out that closet. And one thing that I alluded to on the last session is I'm an advocate, and so is my wife, for premarital and marital counseling. Those sessions they're going to open the door on a lot of uncomfortable subjects, a lot. And it was some times where we left up out of there mad at each other, and I ain't want to open no doors for it, but it's going to definitely be uncomfortable. So I would say just put everything on the table, everything.
Femininity. It's something simple, like when your wrist dangle, or the way you move, the softness of your tone. Lisa says this phrase to me that melts me. She calls me dearest.
Oh wow, I like that.
And you talking about sexy, God. Oh, that girl hit you with that dearest.
For me, Angela, it is intellect. I love it. Intelligent conversation. I have to have it. The way a woman enters a room and the aura that she brings in that room with her, to me, is the sexiest thing on the planet.
Wow.
It's hard to pinpoint for me because there are so many little things that can be done, and it's just kind of really just there, and you know it when it hits you. You know it when it hits you. You go like, man, it's just so many little things.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle. It's not a one-shot thing.
I like that.
Especially when you think about nowadays, who you go home with, who you met at the thing is probably not who you go home with.
Okay, ladies, I'm just going to say this in closing. One thing. Number one, a woman without a man can never teach you how to keep one. And beauty is always trumped by attitude.
David, what'd you say?
I don't have nothing else to say.
But I'm serious though. All right, and she's the first one you're gonna run to. All right, she ain't had a man in so long.
You don't even like men.
But that's where you're going for your advice, and she'll always have enough of it for you. Okay.
I just want to leave the ladies with chemistry in relationships, whether married, boyfriend, whatever, dating, whatever. There's a new chemistry that's happening. You need to know how to wield it and respect the chemistry that is now, because
we love you, ladies. We love you. We really do. But you got to be confident in that. And we hope you don't gravitate to all that other information that's out here in public space that says we don't love you.
Ladies, I would say learn and know yourself. Have realistic, extra emphasis on realistic expectations for what you want and need in a man.
It's so easy to think he's the problem alone. And men try to do a lot to modify their lives in order to please you, but it seems like there's no pleasing, because you're often trying to get somebody to cover up or cover for whatever you might be deficient in, but you won't identify your deficiency. And when they do, it offers a challenge to you. And men, when you do get us to talk, we say what we mean. Don't mistranslate it. Don't make it mean something else. We've said what we mean.
They always say, God can't bless you when he can't recognize you. And I think that our sisters, as I said previous time I spoke, is that you're great already. You're amazing. You were made that way. And so while you're working hard to be somebody else, be in a space where you don't need to be, then you can't get that blessing because you're not recognizable.
Ladies, what I would share is don't allow anybody to destroy or dictate your character, regardless of what happens to you. And I know things are going to happen, but if you're going to be a good person and you're going to be a good woman, and you're going to be a good mother or a good wife, be that. At all costs, be that. Continue to create the space that your man needs and that you need, and let the man know what it is that you desire to have. Have fun, and continue the conversations that we started over the last 2 weeks. Have that conversation with your man. Create the space to have that with no judgment. Even when some of the questions come up, they're going to land uncomfortable, as Gerard said, but don't judge it. Just work through it. None of us in this relationship, none of us are perfect. Right. We're two imperfect people trying to make a perfect situation. None of us are perfect. And so give us grace. We'll give you grace. Listen to us. We'll listen to you. Talk to us so we can talk with you. But continue the conversation and give us grace.
That's so good.